Good morning. Good morning. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Journey to Greatness with David McDonald, the GOAT, for day 128 of 365. Happy Thursday. Alrighty, let's get into this. Morning, Lee. Morning, Liz. Morning, Jason. How's it going? Howdy. Okay, let's get to it. Alrighty, so I'll see you guys all on the other side. We're getting into our meditation routine. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is a perfect time for you to, find some balance, to clear your mind and to allow your mind to rest. See, a lot of the time we're so busy that we don't really give our bodies and our minds a good place for rest. And so during meditation is the perfect time to see yourself at the end. It's a perfect time to envision yourself completing that goal that you've always wanted to achieve. You can either sit crisscross applesauce, or if you meditate already and you have a meditation bench, you can use that. If you're just waking up, it's a perfect time because you're relaxed already. I want you to dig deep. Go deep within yourself. Balance. Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Hey, Yusuf. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. McKinley. Good morning, my brother. Happy Thursday. Okay. So we just finished our meditation routine, and now we're moving into our um, reading routine. I'd like everybody to take some time. Oh, wait, not quite. We'll do that when we get to our journal. Let's get up close and personal. So I'm currently reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's been a pretty exciting book. If you don't have anything to read right now, thanks, brother. If you don't have anything to read right now, and just feel free to go onto your phone and feel free to go onto your phone and look up something to read, or listen to an audio tape, a podcast, or something. I can see you in the mirror. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, welcome back. Welcome back. So we just finished our reading routine, and now we're getting ready to get into our journaling routine. The journaling routine is a good opportunity or a good time for you to get thoughts down on paper. With this, it's a good time to uh, to write down, things that you're grateful for. It's a good time to write down ideas that you have in your mind. If you are if you are if you are going through something in your life, it's a good time to get these things out of your head. Um, Usually, what I do is I start off by writing what I'm grateful for, which for me is being woken up this morning and having exceptional health. And then I go through appreciations of things that happened to me yesterday, and then I write what I wish to happen to me going forward from today, and other goals that I wish to achieve. And if there's something, like I said, on my mind, then I get it out of my head and just put it down on paper and write an alternative reality for myself. And it's fared very well, actually. So if you guys have more questions about that, feel free, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Good morning, Mr. Hopkins, and good morning, Yusuf. Alrighty. So welcome back. We're coming to a close here, and not really much a lot to pull from in the journey, in the Think and Grow Rich book. But yesterday we were talking about pretty much like what it means to be a leader and versus a follower, and what those two roads look like. And then I said that I was going to get into some of the major causes of failure in leadership. And so I think the smoothest way just to get through this, for the sake of not butchering the lesson, is I'm just going to read through the 10 that they feature here in the book. And then that'll conclude our journey for today. So number 1 is the inability to, these are the leadership qualities. These are the reasons why leadership usually fails. Inability to organize details. Efficient leadership calls for the ability to organize and master details. No genuine leader is ever too busy to do anything which may be required of him in the capacity as a leader. When a man, whether he is a leader or a follower, admits that he is too busy to change his plans or give attention to any emergency, he admits his inefficiency. The successful leader must be the master of all details connected with his position. That means, of course, he must acquire a habit of relegating details to capable lieutenants. One thing the book did say is the higher your ability to allow people to help you along the journey, it's going to help you with pretty much with your sanity, to a point where you have more time to do other things because you have so much support. So unwillingness to render humble services. So truly great leaders are willing, when occasion demands, to perform any sort of labor which they would ask another person to perform. I wouldn't ask anyone on here in our community to do anything that I wouldn't personally do. I mean, that goes without saying, like if I say, we should work out, well, then it's in my best interest to also work out, during the times that we're not on camera, and hold myself responsible to that responsibility. So, and if we need to get working in the kitchen and put, that time in and that masterminding sessions in, then obviously I'm willing to do that. And everybody else, I'm sure, in our community is willing to do that. So that's what makes a great leader. Expectation to pay for what they know instead of what they do with that which they know. The world does not pay men for that which they know. It pays them for that they do or induce others to do. Fear of competition from followers. The leader who feels that one of his followers may take his position is practically sure to realize that fear sooner or later. The able leader trains understudies to whom he may delegate at will any of the details of his position. Only in this way may the leader multiply himself and prepare himself to be in many places and give attention to many things at one time. The fear of competition from followers, I think that's something that a lot of people get hung up on, because the thing is when that becomes your reality in your thoughts, in your mind, then that's what becomes your reality in real life. So you got to dust that dirt off your shoulder. Lack of imagination. Without imagination, the leader is incapable of meeting emergencies and creating plans by which to guide his followers efficiently. Selfishness. The leader who claims all the honor for the work of his followers is sure to be met by resentment. The really great leader claims none of the honors. He is contented to see the honors when there are any, go to his followers, because he knows that most men will work harder for commendation and recognition than they will for money alone. Intemperance. Followers do not respect an intemperate leader. Moreover, intemperance in any of its various forms destroys the endurance and the vitality of all who indulge in it. Disloyalty. Disloyalty is a big one, actually. Number 8. I like disloyalty a lot because, I've experienced quite a bit of that in my journey. Pretty much, building up teams and building communities. So perhaps this should have come at the head of the list. The leader who is not loyalty to his trust and to his associates, those above him and those below him, cannot long maintain his leadership. Excuse me. Disloyalty marks one as being less than the dust of the earth. Disloyalty marks one as being less than the dust of the earth. I'm going to say that one more time. Disloyalty marks one as being less than the dust of the earth and brings down on one's head the contempt he deserves. Lack of loyalty is one of the major causes of failure in every walk of life. That's a big one. That hits me really hard to the core. I like that one a lot. Emphasis of the authority of leadership. The efficient leader leads by encouraging and not by trying to instill fear in the hearts of his followers. The leader who tries to impress his followers with his authority comes within the category of leadership through force, i.e., kings ruling over commoners. Everybody in the room is a king. Everybody in the room is a queen. If a leader, for the sake of, that goes without saying. I think you guys understand habitually what I mean. If a leader is a real leader, he will have no need to advertise that fact by his conduct, his sympathy, understanding, fairness, and demonstration that he knows his job. Emphasis of title. The competent leader requires no title to give him the respect of his followers. The man who makes too much over his title generally has little to emphasize. The doors to the office of the real leader are open to all who wish to enter, and his working quarters are free from formality and ostension. These are among the more common of the causes of failure in leadership. Any of these faults is sufficient to induce failure. Study this list carefully if you aspire to leadership, and make sure that you are free of these faults. I think that's pretty powerful stuff. And then they start talking about what new leadership looks like and how old leadership is pretty much going away, which is that leadership of, hey, you'll never be good enough. Obviously, this section is an empowering section. If you're contemplating or if you've always been a quote-unquote follower and you want to graduate or you want to transcend into the leadership role, then here are all the things you shouldn't do as a leader or things that you should work on as a person. Because realistically, all of these things can be translated into how you lead in your relationships. Now, we're not talking about, Martin Luther King leading, right? We're talking about leading in our relationships. We're talking about leading in your own personal lives, taking back your power in your life. We're talking about leading by example in multiple facets, and so, I think generally, like, just having these characteristics that the book is mentioning as a person is a really good thing because, it encourages sustainable lifestyle, in my opinion. So with that being said, that concludes our journey today, and we will go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for joining me on the journey to greatness today. Day 128 with David McDonald, the GOAT. If you guys have any questions about anything, really, please let me know. And then this Saturday at 12 p.m. at Joey's, if I'm not mistaken, 12 p.m. at Joey's, we're going to have a get-together for everybody who's on the journey with us. And so it'll be a good time to, just catch a vibe and network with other people who are on similar wavelengths. And or on irregular wavelengths, whichever the cookie crumbles. And it'll just be a good time to just kind of socialize a little bit and, and just mastermind, and think like, what we can do and just get to know everybody in person. I think it's going to be a fun time. We'll probably be there from 12 until maybe 1 or 2. And it's the Joey's in South Center. So please, if you would like to join, just personal message me. That's, totally cool. And let me know. And then today I'm gonna work on getting that flyer up. So just so you'll have like a personal, everybody will have like a personal reference. It'll be on our Journey to Greatness page, and so that should be cool. And then other than that, I think we're doing good. Thank you for everybody who jumped on our message board. I appreciate the cooperation and the involvement. Nothing more encouraging, to know that people are here with me while participating in this live broadcast. And if you are online right now, if you could drop into the Journey to Greatness page and press the like button, that'd be awesome. If you have anything you want to talk about, you feel free to leave it there. The community, I'm sure, will embrace and accept it. So with that being said, I hope you all have the best day of your life today. Happy Thursday, Throwback Thursday. Throw up that picture today. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 5 a.m. Peace.